So Wallet, here on the iPhone, I'll go ahead and pop this open. It's also, of course, the housing location for any Apple Pay cards that you might have for making purchases. But down here in this section, you can see a mix of other types of cards that I have in here. And as I was saying, we started our business working directly with retailers, hospitality, supporting programs like this, where we can go and deliver data to the device in a very personalized and near real-time fashion, so that whenever my points balance gets updated after IHG's big system runs its points earned, points redeemed job every night, we go and fetch the updated points balance and push it out to the device. And when I have a card like this in my wallet, it also gives me access. This is something that a lot of people don't know. It gives me access also to send notifications to the device as if I had an API. And that becomes critical to what we're talking about here today. So, you've seen I've got my boarding pass from my flight down here today. But what you'll also notice here is, of course, a series of different bills and billing relationships that are here. So we'll go ahead and tap on one of those. So this is a mobile on behalf of this biller, Awesome Electric and Gas. We're going to look at a few different scenarios today. We'll begin with a biller direct scenario. So this person, this relationship, all started from the biller's website or from an email that was sent by the biller for this person to enroll their relationship. Then we'll turn to the banking side of things, first to bank as a biller, and then to bank-based bill pay, and talk about how we cover off a relationship in the wallet for all those different types of payment channels. So here, she gets summary billing information on the front, and then turns to the back of the card and sees all of the actions that she can take. Obviously making a payment, viewing a PDF copy of her statement just by tapping on that link, which will go and retrieve that PDF statement. And she can, from here, save this down locally, put it into Dropbox, whatever makes sense for her. But let's take a step back and answer the critical question. How did this get here in the first place? How did this person add their billing relationship to the wallet? So Monica Mobile, she's one of these folks that still gets that paper statement, loves it. It's her reminder to pay, and she needs that, often needs information that's on that statement to get her payment done every month, which is a real pain when she's trying to pay on the go because she knows it's due tomorrow and she's running to an airport or she's waiting to pick up the kids. And so she typically goes to her Biller Direct website. So she goes here to Awesome Electric and Gas's online self-service website, which has been mobile optimized. Good. All right, that's a good step. Now from here, she logs in, and of course she is presented with her account summary snapshot, other information that would be here, and the opportunity to pay this bill to the biller directly. But as she scrolls down, the other thing that she notices is some additional service that's being promoted here, and the opportunity to very quickly tap on one of these two buttons to either add to Apple Wallet if she's an iPhone user, or say to Android Pay on the Android side. Because one of the things that we did with our platform was we integrated to Google Wallet to get coverage on the Android side of things. Google Wallet, as a lot of folks have talked about upstairs, just became a person-to-person payments app. The loyalty and presentment capability migrated over to Android Pay. And Android Pay, for anybody who's downloaded it, looks remarkably like Apple Passport and Wallet now, which I'm pretty happy about. And so since I'm here on an iPhone, I tap on Add to Apple Wallet, and that will immediately render her latest and greatest bill and give her the opportunity to add it to her wallet or finance it. And when she does that add, so she taps on that, there's a screen that we've rendered behind that to just explain, what does this all mean? Well, your bill's safely now in your wallet, and we'll continue to update the content of that bill over time as you cycle through from month to month to month, will give you the latest and greatest billing information that was going to come in your mailbox anyway. And we're going to allow you to receive notifications. So the biller had chosen to offer this set of notifications, and from here she can decide, okay, well, which ones do I actually want? She said, I could do it 5 days, great. Well, I don't need today and tomorrow. I can turn off tomorrow. Do today, it's good. Definitely want to know when they get my payment. Definitely want to know when my new bill arrives. Okay, great. Save and close. Let's close off that statement. Now, her bill is resident here in her wallet in one centralized place. Now we can begin to engage her with those notifications and light up her phone while she's on the go, like this. So that shows on her phone. And unlike a text message that comes in with some weird short code or phone number that you don't recognize, this is completely branded to the biller. So Awesome Electric and Gas, as if they had their own app installed on the phone. They don't. Shows this reminder, due 5 days. She can quickly go and swipe and see, oh, right, okay, the 140.74 by the 30th, of course, right? And I'll pay that later. So she continues about her busy life. And we continue to engage her by lighting up her phone further with now the your bills due today message that is coming through. Whoops. So that lights up her phone to let her know that her bill is due today. She can go and take care of that. Or if she gets distracted, like so many customers do, we can continue to engage her, this time letting her know that her account needs attention. Please access your wallet. And so that makes collections compliance managers very happy. And she sees and notices now when she unlocks her phone that this particular bill here is sticking out, the red status. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, right. This thing's overdue now. And she will turn that over, tap on pay, and get this taken care of. Now, this is a critical step here, because what you didn't see was what's your username and password. Because when she enrolled, she was in the context of her account. You don't need to ask that again. We stored it here centrally on the device so that we can present a screen like this. Now, we at Walletron can host a screen like this, but this screen already exists for pretty much every biller that's out there. So what we typically do is to single sign-on by providing back the token that the biller provided us when the person enrolled, so that we can have a screen like this that already exists and allow her to, if she's already set up, an ACH funding account here or debit card, she can quickly go and say, okay, well, not the let's go to Chase. That's where I got my money right now. And she taps on pay. So from here, it was just a traditional web-based payment right there. And what happens is another notification drops in, you'll notice. Now typically that we would hold that notification until the payment actually posted in the system of record so that we can let her know, yes, we got your payment, so that did you get my payment, did you get my payment call doesn't come into your call center. So from here, when we do get that posted payment, we can also update the bill again, this time with a green treatment, and she knows until her next billing cycle that that one is good. From here, that next billing cycle happens, of course. So we get the updated billing record from the biller, and we light up the phone one more time, saying your new bill has arrived. She would swipe on that, quickly see, okay, great. Due at the end of October, a little bit less than last month, nice, and the cycle begins again. So let me pause here. So that's the biller direct approach. Let me pause here, just take any questions that you might have, and then we'll take a look at the bank side of things. Yes, sir.
So I have two.
Yep.
One is around the, it's not dunning, but the dunning process you have on the past due.
Yep.
Is that chosen by the consumer in their setup, or can that be driven by that consumer, by the merchant at that
Yeah,
point?
so totally driven by the biller. So the content of the message, when the message would be sent to the consumer,
Okay.
you notice that tell me when I'm past due was not a preference for that customer to opt in or out of, but could be.
Yeah, okay. And then the second one was, it looked like from the example you showed, the Awesome was maintaining those payment profiles versus, is there an integration with the wallet so that they can use Apple Pay or whatever else to make that payment?
Fantastic question. We wish is the answer. So when you see all these forms of payment up here, you're like, well, why can't we just use these? Well, the answer is because those are supporting NFC-based payments at the point of sale or in an app. We're just doing a classic web-based payment, which is not supported by Apple Pay.
So you can't launch a native app from the wallet.
Could do. So when that Pay My Bill launches, if you wanted to, if the biller had an app, or we could build an app, nobody's gonna download it.
But if you can launch a native app, then you can build in-app as well.
That's correct, yeah. So if that biller has that app that then supports Apple Pay, then you could close it. Yes, sir.
What are your interconnections with the billers so that you can update the accounts?
Yeah, so we work with the billers directly or with their third-party processors to get that data either via an API call or the file exchange. We have to, since we've been in the industry for a while, we knew we need to support both. Yes?
It's great to see that you designed mobile first. Is there any other form factors that this works on?
I mean, this is very specific to those two native mobile wallets. So wallet on iOS and then Android Pay on the Android side. When it comes to how do we get customers in here, that's where we encourage our billers to go, any form of communication you're sending today where that customer is in the context of their account, get them to sign up with the wallet. But for now, we're laser focused on these wallets that cover 98.5% of smartphones out there.
How about the billers? How much coverage you have on billers?
Well, I mean, we're selling to the billers directly to get this
Yeah,
going.
you just started.
Yeah, this is a brand new offering. Yeah, we launched it at Finovate just a couple of weeks ago. Okay, let me switch gears now to talk about these other few bills that are here. So these that are grouped together, and then this one up here that is for a bank, but the bank as a biller. So what you'll notice is this is Awesome Bank, and it's an Awesome Bank auto loan, part of their auto loan portfolio. So no reason that that bank shouldn't offer their own billing statement. I know that the portfolio manager of that auto loan portfolio would certainly be interested in that. But then from there, there's also this group of bill pay cards that are associated with one another, also under the umbrella of Awesome Bank, but as part of their bank-based bill pay. So let's go and look at how these get in here on the kind of CSP or bank as a biller side. So this time, Monica is going to log into her Awesome Bank online access here. So she'll log in. And of course, she'll go onto that classic screen of with all her existing relationships with this particular bank. So there it is. She's got her checking account, she's got a mortgage, and what you start to notice is, and this is kind of this bank just saying, we want this everywhere. So the bank can decide, do we want to focus on getting these with us as a biller, or do we want to offer it on bank bill pay, or both? But here, they decided to kind of put it everywhere. So she can add her mortgage account bill to her wallet. She can add her auto loan bill, as we saw over in the wallet already. She can add her credit card with this, her Awesome Bank Visa or MasterCard that's here, with that billing relationship. So those are where you would encourage her to enroll for this bank as a biller. So it's the same as the biller direct model, really, but for the bank and their portfolio of loans. From here, shifting gears once again, the bank bill pay side, we're now gone to that screen. Thank you. Now I've gone to that screen where all of my payees are listed. And I had the opportunity, everybody's seen this screen lots of times. And here, I have some payees that also offer the ability to store this billing relationship with Wallet. So an American Express card, an AT&T wireless, but not every biller. So again, you've got that issue of how many of these billers are electronic because we need that source of data to power this on behalf of the bank. So Geico and the Philadelphia Water Department unfortunately don't support electronic billing, and for this particular bank, so we don't offer that enrollment capability. But then finally here, Xfinity or Comcast does, and so we can have the person enroll. Each of those bills has to be added one at a time today. We want to get to the point where Apple supports it to be kind of a one-shot deal, but they're not there yet. But once you do add those, you can group them together, as we saw back here, under the Awesome Bank umbrella. And we kind of given this slightly different name, No Bill Pay, just to distinguish between a biller direct or a bank as a biller. And here, there's that American Express bill that I had set up as a payee. There's my AT&T wireless bill that I had set up as a payee. And here's my Xfinity that also supported Wallet as a payee. Now, to make my payment this time, I would still take action from the back here. I could still get a PDF copy of that statement if they're delivering me that information. I would tap on pay, but this time, the single sign would go to Awesome Bank, back to the bill payment screen to go and complete the transaction on those rails. Any further questions? You're going to give me the hook here. Great. So there's some business cards on the table. We would love to talk to you about this service. Thanks so much for